Before we start, please hear a message from International News Today Network. Starting today, for every subscriber, International News Today Network will plant one tree to save our planet. Please help contribute in saving our planet by subscribing to our channel. One subscriber equals one tree. Thanks. Russia struck Kyiv with missiles for the first time in more than a month, while President Vladimir Putin warned he would strike new targets in the country if Western nations supplied Ukraine with longer-range missiles. In Severodonetsk, the main battlefield in the east where Russia has concentrated its forces recently, Ukraine officials said a counterattack had retaken half of the city. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Sunday that he traveled to Lysychansk, south from Severodonetsk, and Soledar. The trips were rare outings for him outside the capital since the start of the Russian invasion on February 24 and could be the closest to the front line yet. What you all deserve is victory, that is the most important thing. But not at any cost, Zelensky, wearing his trademark khaki t-shirt, told Ukrainian troops in a video released on Sunday night. Lysychansk and Severodonetsk are in the Luhansk region and Soledar is in the Donetsk region. Both regions make up the Donbass, Ukraine's industrial heartland, which Russia claims it is on a mission to liberate. In the Kyiv attack, one person was hospitalized though there were no immediate reports of deaths. Dark smoke could be seen from many miles away after Russia's attack on two outlying districts on Sunday. Ukraine said the strike hit a rail car repair works, while Moscow said it had destroyed tanks sent by Eastern European countries to Ukraine. Alexander Kamyshin, head of the Ukrainian railway, confirmed 4 missiles had smashed into the Darnysy rail car repair facility in eastern Kyiv, but said there was no military hardware at the site. The strike was a sudden reminder of war in Kyiv where normal life has largely returned since Russian forces were driven from its outskirts in March. The missile strikes at Kyiv have only one goal: kill as many as possible, Ukrainian presidential advisor Mikhailo Podolyak said on Twitter. Ukraine said Russia had carried out the Kyiv strike using long-range air-launched missiles fired from heavy bombers as far away as the Caspian Sea. Ukraine's nuclear power operator said a Russian cruise missile had flown critically low over the country's second-largest nuclear power plant. Sunday's attack was the first big strike on Kyiv since late April, when a missile killed a journalist. Russia has recently focused its destructive might on front lines in the east and south, although occasionally it strikes elsewhere in what it calls a campaign to degrade Ukraine's military infrastructure and block Western arms shipments. Putin warned the West that Russia would strike new targets if the United States started supplying Ukraine with longer-range missiles, the TASS news agency reported on Sunday. The United States said last week it would send new, advanced medium-range rocket systems to Ukraine. In an interview with Russian state television, Putin said the rockets Washington had promised so far were comparable to Soviet-era weapons Ukraine already had, Putin said. If Washington were to deliver longer-range rockets, we will strike at those targets which we have not yet been hitting, he said. He dismissed the impact of Western drones, saying Russia had been cracking them like nuts. Britain said it would supply Ukraine with multiple launch rocket systems that can strike targets up to 80 kilometers, 50 miles, away.